In this video, we are going to explore the energy of Earth and activate it within our fields. So Earth energy is incredibly rich and abundant and creative. It's one of the most, for me, it is one of the most rich energies in terms of the fact that anything is possible. Now, anything is possible in all of the energies, but within Earth, it's like saying, I have these raw materials at my disposal. I can create anything with it. So it's having that sort of like like the raw materials, the actual physical forms that you can use to create something, and being able to conceive of an endless and infinite variety of things that you can do with them. And you only have to look at the world that we live in to see evidence of that incredible creativity. And that's the quality that it brings to us. It nurtures within us complete, infinite boundlessness in terms of what we can do. We have at our disposal something, that may look limited on the face of it, but you can do anything with it. That's the qualities that when we're connecting to Earth, that's what we're really activating in ourselves. We're activating our ability to go in any direction, create anything. It's saying this is what there is the opportunity for. Why not? But very particularly also Earth is about saying this is what's needed. It responds to our need for balance and brings with it the creation that will bring balance. So we can work with that in all of the other elements, but in Earth, we're saying, right, this is what's going to bring me into a state of balance. Now, the reason that's what it's there to do is it comes after a period of time in which you have challenged yourself to go to the furthest reaches that you can, to find the depths of yourself, to bring that expression to the world and come into a deep acceptance of yourself. So it is a time when you can really explore the possibilities that have been laid before you because of that growth you've undertaken. It's immensely rich, opportunistic, maybe, certainly seeks and sees opportunities. It is endlessly creative, infinitely variable, and very adaptable, flexible, working with what it has to create and set in motion the basics, the framework, if you like, of what's going to come next, what you're going to work with when you go back through this cycle and you start to work with air after this and you expand it out. Earth is giving you the structure. It's giving you the infrastructure, if you like. So it's giving you the systems and the ways of working with things. It's an immensely rich and variable energy, and very valuable to us in order to help us grow, to create, to find the full breadth and depth of what we are creating. But of course, like all of the energies, it can get into a state of imbalance, and we have a nice range of language around getting imbalanced in Earth energy. And I think the one that jumped into my head straight away when I was thinking about it was like stick in the mud. So it gets very heavy, very difficult to move. So you're in imbalanced Earth energy when you just will not adapt to change. You don't want to change. You don't want to, you decided that this is what you're going to do, and you're not deviating from that, and you don't want to consider an alternative. And you are really struggling. You're fighting you're fighting the possibilities and the opportunities, because this is what you're planning to do and you're not going to go off path. Then you know that you are really sort of you're in imbalanced Earth energy. So you want to actually nurture some really positive Earth energy. And you'll know that you're stuck in earth energy, if you are being really stubborn, she says this with a degree of tongue-in-cheek, because I have quite a lot of earth energy and I'm actually stubborn, so I know that I'm quite often something that happens for me. So you will sort of like really resist what is obvious. You know, in hindsight, you'll know that it's obvious. You will resist making a change because, damn it, it's so damn inconvenient to have to make that change, and you really don't want to, because you are set within a path. But actually, earth energy, when it's in a state of balance, it can move very freely and is very adaptable. But that said, it still comes with a huge quality of stillness. Where fire energy is the need to express and bring that to the world. There's no such desire in earth energy. You're quite happy to hold this energy within and work with it and explore it, but you can still get stuck on that path and just no, this is what came to me, this is what I'm working with, and I'm not going to deviate. So you will know when you're in earth energy, when you are sensing a real need to be quiet. There's no desire to talk about this. There's no desire to share it with the world. You're not feeling inspired to create something to share with the world. You're feeling inspired to create, but not to bring it to the world. You will also know, because you're gonna need to cultivate and nurture the qualities of trust that it's okay to slow down. Very difficult in this world. Trust that you know what's coming, you know that something is coming. You're really in the space of birthing. It's earth is gestational, and so you are in a state, you know that there's something there, you can't see it yet, so you're in a deep space of trust. So that's where when you are ready, that's when you're experiencing earth energy, and that's what you also need to nurture when you need some earth energy in you. So I mentioned that process of growth that you've been through. So you go through the air and fire and water energy, where there is obvious outward manifestations and inward manifestations of growth, which creates the seedbed, if you like, for future growth and future possibility. That's what earth energy is working with. So you need to nurture it when you've been through a period of obvious growth. You've been through that period of reflection and review of how much that has changed you and what it's laid open to you. And that's the point at which you have to drop into the stillness and nurture that ability to just allow the next thing to come to you. You can't push it, you can't force it. You need to create the space to allow it. And in your life, that might be something that you have to consciously create. If you're aware of a pattern in your month or your year or whatever, you may need to consciously create the space for that to be possible. So you, for example, in business, you may actually say, okay, I know it always hits me at this particular time of the year, and it could be any time of the year. And that's the time that I'm actually going to say, I'm not going to have anything major running at that point in time. I'm not going to be preparing anything major. I'm just going to have some downtime. I'm not perhaps even going to put anything into that time. I'm just going to let it be and have it there and ready and available for whatever comes next. So you really need to nurture earth energy when you have been through a period of obvious and felt growth. When you've done that review of it, you've acknowledged and accepted that you are far more because of it, and allow that to lay the foundations of what comes next. And you'll get bits and pieces coming to you about what's going to come next. You'll have an awareness, you'll have a knowing of it, but you need to nurture that earth quality of stillness and not pushing in order to allow it to come through. So we are now going to do an activation of earth energy, so you can feel what it feels like when it's in your field, and you can use this to nurture it when you need it, and also to rebalance yourself if you're feeling a little bit like you're digging your heels in and you don't want to move with it, and you're feeling a little bit stuck, then it'll be good for that as well. So as long as you have a quiet space, you can do this in a way that makes sense to you. Just begin to take some deep breaths to center yourself and give yourself permission to experience this in this moment without interruption. And you will find yourself in a space that feels right to you, standing barefoot upon the earth. And through your feet and the connection with the earth, you can feel the energy beneath you, acutely aware of this energy building beneath your feet. Now you need to make a conscious choice, conscious decision to draw this energy up through your feet. Open the gateway for it to flow up your legs, through your body, to fill your whole body, and raise your arms above your head, reaching for the sky, and allow the energy to flow up through your arms and out of your hands. And as it flows out of your hands, let it fill the space around you, so that you are surrounded by this energy, you are immersed in this energy. And be aware of how you want to respond to this, how it makes you feel. So embrace the energy and draw it into you and through you and around you. Feel the aliveness of this energy as you are within it, and holding it. Staying here for as long as you need to. And when you are ready to release it, just take a deep, conscious breath. Send your appreciation to the energy of earth and blink open your eyes. So this is a place that you can create wherever you are, whenever you are, and whenever you need it, to nurture the energy of earth and to rebalance and find your core again, and help you begin a new cycle of creativity.